So Event Horizon somehow sprung into your mind.
The basic idea was haunted house in space.
Okay.
And I wanted to do literally my pitch to Larry Gordon and Lloyd Levin started off as it's The Shining in space.
Okay.
They're like, that's fantastic.
I can see that. That's a great pitch.
And then they said, well, give us more. And I'm like, crap, let me think about it. So I had to go off and, I came up with, I'm the guy that, I tend to be a bit of a hard science nerd.
Okay.
But I'm very pleased that Paul put up with me as much as he did when we were putting the film together, because
Paul W.S. Anderson, director.
yes,
Okay.
yes, who's just he was wonderful to work with, really really gracious, but he would also be like, no, this will be cool, and I'm sitting there going like, but he's like, and there's clouds outside the window. I'm like, there can't be clouds outside the window. He's like, why not? And I'm like, well, that's not a decaying orbit. Then it's actually entering it's burning up in the atmosphere.
Well, he got the clouds.
And he would look. He got his clouds.
He got his clouds.
And it does exactly what he wanted, which is, I want to evoke these classic claustrophobic, haunted house films.
He does, yeah.
Like so he's making a decision based on a visual and a symbolic.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there being the science nerd going, but it doesn't work that way, but you can't do that. and I find myself still doing that, which is, it's always, but at any rate, to me, it was one of those things of like, well, how does this happen? And then the gravity drive
right
became in, and still the thing that I always find compelling is that people say, oh, so the ship went to hell, and it's like, if you like.
Well, let's discuss that. I mean, because the great thing about, so in The Shining, the mansion is its own entity, right? And
Yes.
and the set piece is a character, and very much so in Event Horizon. Event Horizon, the ship itself, is a character. It is its own set piece, which is really difficult to pull off in a film and in a screenplay, but obviously you convey that really well. And I love the fact that when and sure, some of this was production based, but just looking at the gravity drive, it looks like it's from Hellraiser. It looks like it came out of the Cube. It just looks demonic, and it's like, whoa, that really hits
so gorgeous.
You. Yeah,
it's gorgeous. I wish I'd come up with that. That is all credit to I believe the production designer, which has been all hail. I can't take any credit for
hell of a job.
The way it ended up looking. I remember seeing it and just, my jaw hitting the floor. Like it's such a I mean, one of the greatest things, I'm sure other writers have talked about this, like why so many writers become directors. It's because, that was made might have been good, but it wasn't what was in their head.
Right.
But one of the pleasures of being a screenwriter and not directing and not doing anything else is those moments when you're looking at your film or you're looking at what they're doing and it's better. And they do happen, where it's like, I thought X and Y and Z, and what I'm now seeing is exponentially more amazing.
That's why this is a collaborative art, man. That it's not just all us. It's not just all the director. Everybody comes in together and makes this really cool piece of art. And so you teased me here. So you said, that the Event Horizon might not have gone to hell. So what is as the writer of this, what is the interpretation there?
Well, my attitude here, and I'm and not to do a shameless plug because it's not out yet.
Plug away, sir.
But I think the TV series is also, and again, it's not this distinctly, but it also is riffing on this idea, which is the way I always thought of it was that the human mind evolved to experience time and space a very specific way. We experience linear time. Does that mean time is linear? No.
Right, of course.
In the same way that we say time and space, and as Einstein proved, they're just one damn thing. It's one thing that we experience multiple ways. You know,
Okay.
we experience a four-dimensional universe, and there's evidence that there's a lot more than four dimensions.
Right.
A lot of evidence. So the idea that you're going to fold space,
yeah,
that's going to have an effect on the human mind. It may not be evil with the capital E, but it will destroy the mind.
Okay.
Human brain can't comprehend it. It's the equivalent, I would say it's the equivalent to if anyone's ever had, not that anyone would ever do acid or smoke marijuana.
You're talking like ayahuasca stuff here?
I don't know. I've heard about such things. I personally, but the point is that anytime you mess with your head, there's the possibility of a bad trip. This is a bad trip.
Okay.
It's one thing to see a Gaspar Noé film that's 2 hours long, and you can handle it because you know it's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you were watching a Gaspar Noé film and it was on a loop and it was your reality,
Gotcha.
I think the strongest person would break.
Yeah.
And it would drive you mad.
It would drive you insane. Yeah, because there's hints in there that the people that are died are still, their souls are trapped in the other dimension. There's hints that the event horizon itself is possessed by a different dimension. So it's multi-layered.
Right. And again, it's like, and this goes to the thing of the ship being evil with a capital E. Can it be seen as being evil with a capital E? Well, from a human perspective, absolutely.
Right.
In the same sense that a hungry tiger who is old and learned to hunt humans is an evil tiger to a human. But what's the tiger doing?
Right. It's doing its job.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm a ship. I wasn't sentient. I went through this thing. Now I'm sentient. And oh, there's a feeling in my body and it's ow. And oh, there's these little things running around me, which are energy sources. Oh, if I make them afraid, ooh, though that feels better. Oh, oh, they're all gone. I need more. Where did they come from? Well, I'll go back to where they came from. I'll pick up some more. I'll see if there's some more. Oh, some more came. Oh, good. Oh, this just, it's yummy in my tummy.
This is a great breakdown of Event Horizon from the ship's perspective.
Yeah, no, it's like the ship's not evil.
Yeah.
You heard Weir. She's beautiful.